issues here. Let's see. Let us know if you can hear us. And I forgot our external mics. Don't worry. No, not right now.
We apologize for the delay.
All right, let's see. So this is going to be our Chit Chat Tuesday for today. Trying to go live from Carnival Sunrise. So if anyone's in the chat, please let us know if you can see us and if you can hear us.
Yes.
All right. Hello, pretty girl. Welcome in. Let us know if you can hear us. Hi, Champagne. Welcome in. Trying to get this technology working. Hi, Beth. How are you? Miss Leg, welcome in. Hi, Elisa. Hello. Cruising with the Colizars, welcome in. Good to see you guys. We can see and hear you. Yes, all is good.
Yay.
Thank you. We were trying to go live on Melon app, but couldn't get that to load up. So I'm trying to keep the comments. Yesterday was kind of crazy. If you were on our live stream yesterday, couldn't keep up with the comments. So I figured if I get on a separate device, I would be able to keep up with it. But yes, thanks for being here, guys. So welcome in. It is Tuesday.
Yes.
I lose track of time when we're cruising. So how are you guys doing today? So this replaces our typical
Chit Chat Tuesday.
Chit Chat Tuesday. We decided to go live from the ship. And so we're here. We're in, as you can see behind us, we're on board Carnival Sunrise. We are in a scenic ocean view cabin.
Yes.
And as some of you guys asked about that yesterday while we were on our live stream, but this is a scenic ocean view. I did post a quick spin around tour on social media. So if you don't follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, be sure to follow us there. You can see that quick video of this very unique cabin.
And I think this is my new favorite cabin type.
Mm-hmm.
I like the lodge windows.
Yeah, so it's nice. And these are, and I want to clarify because I had a couple ask me yesterday. Where could they find these types of cabins? And I think I had only mentioned Carnival Sunrise, Carnival Sunshine, but there's actually a few others. You have Carnival Freedom. Now, there's only a couple on each ship. So again, you can't tell from where we're sitting, but we actually have, where we're sitting, we actually have 2 large windows in this cabin. And then there are, I think, 4 other cabins on the ship that have just the one like this. But we actually have 2 large windows because we're on the corner. So these cabins book up fast. But I thought it was a perfect spot for a live stream today.
And what's the size difference?
So the typical cabin, ocean view and higher, is typically about 220 square feet. This is about 360 square feet. So it's a little bit larger than your typical cabin. And again, you can check out our social media for a quick tour. Of course, I'll put it in the vlog once that is ready. But it's a pretty cool cabin. And we actually have a spa balcony, which I'll give a quick spoilers. I don't think on Carnival Sunrise the spa cabins are worth it because the spa doesn't really have a whole lot in it, but I'll share more about that later. Let's see who's here in the chat. All right, we've already talked to Cruising with the Colizars. We have Pretty Girl. We can see and hear you. Thank you so much. Miss Leg, it's so good to hear from you. Lashara, welcome in. And Pier Runners, yes, Chit Chat Tuesday. See it with C, very unique cabin. It really is. Is it Micah Davis? Welcome in. Hello. Alyssa says very pretty cabin. It really is. You have a nice view. It's just beautiful. Game Changer, welcome in. Thanks for being here. Good afternoon to you. Joe Marie wants to come in and say hi, and then I need you on your iPad. Come on,
Quickly.
say hi.
No, quickly.
Hi.
Say hi. So
Hi.
we're kind of like in between. It's a sea day today, so we're kind of like resting before dinner tonight. So we thought this would be a good time. Typically for Chit Chat Tuesday, we go live at 7:30, but just thought, we like to participate in the nightlife on, well, I shouldn't say nightlife because we're in bed by like 9:30,
Yes.
but we like to participate like in the shows and different things going on. So we thought this would be a good time. So we're going to just stay live for about 45 minutes or so and then get ready for dinner. But let's see who else we have here. Claire Bear, hey, what is something you recommend for a family going on a Carnival Conquest cruise? So hi, Claire Bear. So Carnival Conquest. We actually sailed on Carnival Conquest last June, actually. I do have a quick vlog on that one. It's just like any other Carnival ship. I mean, you definitely want to register for the kids club, which we're kind of in queue right now to find out. If you guys don't know, Andrew absolutely loves the teens clubs, kids clubs. He just turned 18.
Yes, he did.
So this is he just turned 18, what, 4 days ago, 5 days ago? So this is our very first cruise where he couldn't register for the teens club. And so we just got back from guest services. We're going to see if they'll make an exception for him. We kind of, gave the case of him being, autistic and having, being pretty high functioning, but just really honestly being kind of lost on the sailing without having that structure or having that go-to place. So we'll find out after dinner. So wish us luck on that.
Yes.
But yeah, Carnival Conquest, just, make sure you register, take advantage of the kids clubs. Carnival Conquest doesn't have like a huge kids area as far as like the water slides and things like that, so do keep that in mind. It also doesn't have the ropes course or anything like that, but there will be plenty of things to do during the day at the kids clubs. Don't ever feel like you shouldn't drop your kids off at the kids clubs. That's what they're there for. They do all kinds of activities.
Lots of crafts.
Check out the Dr. Seuss parade and storybook show. They do have the Dr. Seuss green eggs and ham breakfast, which is an upcharge. Personally, we didn't like the food, but it is a good experience for the family if that's something you want to try. Jo Marie said she did like Dr. Seuss's breakfast.
Yes.
We didn't like it, but it's something fun to do, so yeah. Let's see, who else is here in the chat? Howie Cruz, welcome in. Thanks for being here. Hi, Edna's World. Thank you, thank you. You have some people saying hi to you, Jo Marie. Howie Cruz says, haha, love cruising with kids and the appearances. Same here. Yes. Jo Marie wants to keep popping in. We don't mind her doing it, but she'll just want to stand there in the camera and look at herself. So, Champagne says she is so cute. Thank you so much. Hi, Alicia Goodman. Thanks for being here. Hi, Jocelyn and Allen Family Adventures. Thanks for being here. Happy Tuesday. Let's see. Everyone's speaking to one another. Hi, Keisha. Thanks for being here. Cynthia Lipsy, hello. I want to make sure I'm touching everyone that's stopped in. Game Changer, how did Andrew do at the sail away party? Did he cut the rug? So Game Changer, you're going to have to go look on, actually look on TikTok. Guys, we are on TikTok, and Andrew's had, how many views do you have now? Last time I checked, he was at 12,000 views. So Drew did cut a rug yesterday.
Yes, he did.
So it was kind of cool how it happened. We can probably lower this down. It's kind of cool how it happened. There was
a dance challenge.
It was a dance challenge. If you guys know Carnival, they usually sail away party. They will do a few dances, and then they'll have like you form a circle, and in that circle they'll kind of pull people in to do different dances. And they pulled in a boy probably about Andrew's age, maybe a little bit younger than Andrew.
A little bit younger.
And he was shy, and so he didn't want to. And I wasn't filming at that time. I might have been filming on my GoPro. I kind of had my GoPro and my phone here. And the boy just was like, he was not dancing. Like I was preparing to turn to Andrew to say, hey, why don't you go in there and dance with him? Next thing I know, literally as I'm turning, Drew was gone. Drew was out there on the dance floor. I thought he was going to break a knee is what I told him. But yeah, you guys have to go to TikTok, or I think I posted it on Facebook and Instagram as well. So check it out. Drew was really getting down, cutting a rug yesterday. So he did.
He had a good time.
He really did. Let's see, who else is here? I want to make sure I'm not missing anyone. Keisha H, Cynthia. Can you guys hear us okay? I want to make sure the volume. I didn't bring our mics, so hopefully you can hear. Alyssa says they're speaking to hello, Howie Cruz. Our kids finally like the kids club on the Celebration. I'm glad that they had a good time on Celebration. We'll be on Celebration right after this cruise. Kids club, our kids love them, and like I said, Drew feels lost. Jo Marie, please sit up. Okay. Sorry guys, parent first, but like I said, Drew couldn't go to the kids club this time, but or moving forward, I guess. But Dyson and Jo Marie, they love them. Let's see. Hello, hi Denise. Welcome in. Let's see. cruising scene. Hello to you. Thanks for being here today. We thought of you the entire time at the breakfast and had the same opinion you did. Fun for the experience, but it's a no for the eggs Benedict. Yeah, that breakfast just was not. It just wasn't good. Yeah, and I can be kind of picky about food, but that cat in the hat breakfast just wasn't good. Might actually be experiencing it again on this cruise because my nephew's on board and he wants to do it, so it's possible.
Not me.
It's possible that I might just go so that Joe Marie can go with him. So we'll see. Maybe it'll be a different experience. Howie Cruz says Drew broke it down. He killed it. He absolutely did. He really surprised us. Then I had to ask the question because we usually are in bed by the time these nighttime deck parties happen. I had to ask him if he's ever done that before. He said this was his first time in a big circle like that. But he went out there like a pro, so I didn't know. Shirley Birdie. Oh, hold on, lost the comment. There was a comment somewhere. It'll come back to me. I want to make sure I touched on everyone. There it is, Shirley Bird. Hey friends, just got in. Glad to see y'all live. Thanks for being here. We appreciate it. And guys, if you are new to our channel, please consider subscribing. We are hoping to hit 10K here in the next month or so. We are getting close, so if you wouldn't mind double checking to make sure that you are subscribed, and if you could share our channel out, we would greatly appreciate it. We have a lot of cruising happening. This is the first cruise of our hashtag Major Summer Vacay 2023.
Yes.
Right after this one, literally we get off on June 3rd, and Ron is actually flying back home, but me and the kids, my sister Cheryl and nephew Jordan, we're getting on board Carnival Celebration for a 7-night cruise. It will be a repeat cruise because we were on the inaugural sailing of Celebration, but my sister really wanted to get on board, so we joined her. And so I'll vlog different things than the last. Different experiences, so that'll be pretty cool. Then after that, come home for about 2 days, and then Dyson and I are going to be boarding the Carnival Venecia, the inaugural sailing, or the U.S. inaugural sailing on Carnival Venecia. That was planned as a family cruise, but Ron has some work obligations, and then between Drew and Joe Marie, they are going to camps and things. So
yes.
So they won't be able to join us, and then we have a couple other trips right after that. Let's see. Yeah, he did have a ball. He really did. See what C says. I watched that clip like 3 times on Instagram. Yeah, he had a really good time. Champagne says he was jamming. Cynthia, yes. Andrew loves a good dance party. So something that I might have to take a nap for this, but something that we might do today. What are we going to do, Andrew? We're going to try to go to the nightclub. So that's not something I ever do. And usually on a cruise ship, we're in bed 10 o'clock. That's usually
late.
Usually the cap for us because we're up early. But tonight, and I don't know if we'll go tonight or tomorrow night. Tonight's 80s night. But Andrew has never been to a nightclub. And now that he's 18, I'm like, maybe we'll give it a try and just see how he likes that. That'll be an experience for him because that might give him something to do when we cruise. Keisha says Drew was turned up on the Lido deck. Hi, welcome in, Mike and Rihanna. Thanks for being here. Let's see, everyone's just speaking. Yes, please hit that like button for us. We do appreciate it. Thank you, Howie Cruz. Really, really appreciate that. Others speaking. For the green eggs and ham, is it added food coloring? I absolutely believe it's added food coloring.
Yes.
What do you think?
Yes.
Yeah, it was everything. Everything had some sort of food coloring in it. I'm guessing if you have a dye allergy or something, you probably could ask for, just like with nuts and things, they probably can't accommodate. But it was like the waffles. If you watched Carnival Celebration series, they had like the waffles, and they had like blue and red dye, and I don't like red dye at all, but yeah, it just wasn't good, but a lot of dye, absolutely. Yes, and Howie Cruz says, yeah, it's actual green eggs. It's green eggs and it's dyed. they didn't taste, they were too soft for me. Like, I don't like a soft scrambled egg. They were kind of mushy. They didn't taste terrible. I just couldn't get past that color. People are just speaking. Hi, Carol. Thanks for being here. She says, I love Drew getting down yesterday. Yep, Drew loves to get down. That's something he loves. Victor, welcome in. It says, have a great cruise. You have a wonderful and sweet family. I love watching your channel. Well, thank you so much. We really do appreciate all the support.
Yes.
We've run into quite a few subscribers and supporters on the ship. I know Ron.
And thank all of you guys who have reached out, or
Yes.
who I have reached out to you. Thank you.
Yes, so we've had quite a few. And Ron, I don't know, we're kind of different in this regard. You know, Ron is the social butterfly. You probably can't tell with me doing all this talking right now. But what is it that you want me to do?
I wish you would take pictures with the subscribers just to let them know that we appreciate everything that they do for us.
Yes.
And watching the content is great.
So if you're watching, Ron wants me to take or wants us to take pictures with supporters and subscribers. I don't know, it's just weird for me. Like, I don't mind taking pictures because I do get some that'll ask to take a picture with me, and that's fine. But I probably, unless Ron does the talking, I probably wouldn't ask to take a picture with someone. But feel free, if you're watching and you are a subscriber and you run into us, we absolutely want you to come over and speak to us. So we love that. But if you want a picture, just ask for a picture. But Ron thinks that I should just kind of do that, but I don't know. It's kind of weird.
And we don't have a big head. We're very humble, so it's like we're all this one big dysfunctional family trying to figure out the cruising life together.
Yes, and I think because I've been on this sailing twice, I've been on Carnival Sunrise twice. It was our first cruise ship right after the restart. Me and the boys went on a mother-son cruise. Then we did it again for New Year's 2022. So I think because I vlogged it twice, a lot of people on board are recognizing me because, you know, people do their research before they get on a ship. So it's been kind of cool. And I get some that just kind of stare and they look. We just came from tea time before this. And I had, you know, of course, I had my camera on and I was vlogging. And as soon as I turned my camera off, a lady was like, she's like, oh, I thought I recognized you. And so that was kind of cool. So guys, yeah, if you're on board and you're speaking to us, we really do appreciate it. We love all the support. I'm still kind of bashful about that, but you know, I guess it comes with the territory. But thank you to everyone for all of your support. We really are growing. So we love that. Let's see. Renee Payne, thanks for being here. It's so nice to see you online. Yes, thanks for being here. What is your favorite ship? I would say, right now, Carnival, between Carnival Celebration, Carnival Mardi Gras, but Carnival Sunrise is my favorite smaller ship, and that's why I've been on it 3 times. I just feel like it's not too large, it's not too small. The food this sailing has been really good.
Oh my goodness, yes.
It really, guys, and you guys know I'm very, very frank and very honest. And so the food has actually been pretty good on this ship. Like, I'm really impressed. Like, I actually feel like I've been full, and I don't ever really feel that way on a cruise ship. So I do think Emerald, and I talked about this yesterday in our live stream, Emerald Lagasse took over as Chief Culinary Officer for Carnival a few months back, and we wondered when we would see a change in things, and I think it's happening now. I don't know if it's happening fleet-wide, but the food on Sunrise is way better than what it's been in the past, so I'm so impressed with that. So yeah, the food has really been good, so nothing really to complain about.
Nothing at all.
Yeah, the only thing that I have to complain about,
we just said there was nothing to complain
well,
about.
there was. It was tasty, but we went to C-Day brunch this morning, and I ordered a burger, which I don't ever get for breakfast. It was
burger?
delicious. It was just so juicy. And it was like weird. Like, it was like you guys will see it in the vlogs, but not really a complaint, but it was something that was different. But it was good. So yeah, so my favorite ship, I would say, would be probably Carnival Sunrise. Again, it's an older Carnival ship. But I do love the new Carnival Mardi Gras and Carnival Celebration, and we've sailed on both of those. We are also booked on the inaugural sailing for Carnival Jubilee for Christmas, so super excited for that, but we'll be able to compare all 3 of those ships, so excited for that. Let's see. What's your favorite ship? I know what it's gonna say.
Any ship that I'm on with my family is my favorite ship.
I knew it. I knew that's what he was gonna say. That's why I asked him. Denise says nightclub sounds great. Yes, yeah. We'll see how that happens. I'm gonna have to take a nap for real though, because I can't stay up late. Victor says have a great cruise. Yes, thank you. I think I already read that. Yeah, 80s night sounds fun. We didn't bring anything for 80s night, but we might just go check it out and see what it's about. Mike and Rihanna, thank you so much for sharing that out. We do appreciate that. Cynthia says, are you still taking deposits for the group cruise in July 2024? Yes, we are. We are up to 29 cabins now.
Wow.
So we have our, if you don't know, we have our MH Family Adventures MSC Seashore Cruise next July 4th. It's July 4th through the 7th, going to Ocean Cay, Bahamas, as well as Nassau, Bahamas. We decided on a short 3-day cruise for our next group cruise because, and it clearly worked. I mean, we wanted to make sure we had interest there, but I think we got so many questions recently because we sailed on MSC, and that is a different type of cruise line. So we've released MSC Meraviglia, which that series just wrapped up, and I was on MSC Divina back in September. And so, I'm sorry, hold on. He's coming out, Joe Marie. Sorry guys, we're doing a whole bunch of different things behind the scenes right now. So yes, I lost my train of thought.
You were talking about the drink package at MSC. No,
I wasn't talking about drink package. He's thinking about a drink. No, so we recently sailed on MSC, and we got so many questions, so many comments about our experience, and I think that kind of sparked me to say, well, maybe we'll do a group cruise. That way those who are kind of apprehensive about getting on MSC, they would have seen that we've cruised MSC a couple of times, and then, you know, we're kind of there to help guide and answer questions or what have you. So it'll be on MSC Seashore. Yes, we're still taking deposits. The deposit has gone up though. If you see any old advertisements, MSC had a change in their group or their deposit rates all over. And so initially it was a $99 deposit. It is now $198, but the deposit is refundable up until April 4th of next year. So if you want to get booked, we do still have a few cabins left. And yeah, we're going to have a good old time. So if you're interested, I'll try to link the form on this video if I can, if it'll upload. If not, you can check some of our previous videos and it might be there, or you can send me a message on Instagram, Facebook, or you can email me, and I'll link my email information there. But yes, MSC, and I'll actually be on MSC when?
I do not know.
He doesn't know. Huh? Not later this month, probably in about a month. So I'll be on MSC Grandiosa out of Barcelona.
Oh yeah.
Super excited for that. Going on a milestone birthday cruise with my sisters, and that's going to be a great time. So first time going international to take a cruise. So super excited for that. So I'll be on MSC Grandiosa then, and we have another MSC cruise. So we'll have plenty of MSC content for those of you who are still trying to figure out if MSC's for you.
So this group cruise thing, can it be considered now an annual event?
We'll have to see.
Okay.
So guys, to be very transparent with you, this cruise that we're currently on was a group cruise, but it didn't quite surface out the way. I don't know if I didn't advertise it right or if I did it too soon. We did have some family and a couple friends join us, but it's not like a large group cruise. And then we also had the Carnival Celebration, and this was from a while ago. I mean, I did a poll on YouTube and social media a while ago to see if there was interest, and there was a lot of interest, but you know, people say they're interested, and then when it comes down to time to actually book, you know, that interest changed, which I'm fine with. I think those that were meant to be here are here. And so, and those who are meant to be on the MSC Seashore with us will be there. So we're excited for everyone that we have signed up. I think we're up to 29 cabins now. So
that'll work. Yeah,
so join us. We only have a few cabins left, so if you want to join us, drink package and Wi-Fi is included. Is it Sherry or Shari? Thanks for being here. Welcome in, welcome in. Hold on, there's lots of comments coming in. I keep losing my where I am. Yeah, so if you guys could hit that like button, that would be really good for us. We're just trying to push our content out there all over the place. I don't know if you guys saw, but I recently had a, do you want to talk on this while I try to find the comment? I recently had a, I don't know if you call it a lifestyle change or I'm calling it a bookmark. There's a reason I'm calling it a bookmark, but what's going on?
My wife decided to take a pause and just take another breath and figure out what life's about. Not so much that she's questioning her role as a wife, because she loves her husband immensely and she is the best wife that a husband could ever ask for, but she's thinking about doing something else professionally.
Yes.
So
for those of you, so those of you who don't know, I've been in education for 19 years. The last 12 years, I've been a school administrator between principal, assistant principal. I'm a doctor of education, and I submitted my resignation at the end of the school year. So I'm putting a pause on that. I'm really going to focus on our travel agency, pushing out cruise content, doing something else, just taking a break from it. Don't know if I'm fully done. But yeah, so any and all support at this point is going to help us out tremendously. So we do appreciate that. Edna said, yeah, that makes people feel special and connected to you to be able to take a picture. Yeah, I can see that. It's just, guys, I'm truly an introvert. And so even when people come up to me, it never crosses my mind to say, hey, let's take a picture. I'll try to get better about that. I don't want anyone to not feel special. I mean, I think anyone, we try to, anyone that approaches us, I would like to think we're approachable and personable.
I'm approachable.
I'm approachable too. But yeah, so I absolutely don't mind taking the pictures. It's just awkward for me to ask to take the picture. But Ron will probably start doing the asking,
yes,
and we'll take pictures. So, but thanks for sharing that, Edna. You both have matchy clothes, real cute. Oh, are we matching?
Just a little bit.
Maybe.
That wasn't intentional.
No, definitely not.
That wasn't intentional at all. We always wear, like, his is kindness or autism awareness. We wear a lot of autism awareness, kindness type shirts, things like that.
Yes.
Yeah, like uplifting things. This is just my swim cover up. That's long and comfortable. It's like a nightgown. But let's see. Portia says, I love Carnival Celebration Horizon. We're going on the Horizon for the 3rd time in September. Well, you enjoy that. We're going to be on Horizon in March. So excited for that. Hi, Hampton on the Move. Welcome in. Haven't seen you in a while. Hope things are going well. Shari says, Carnival Breeze is my favorite ship so far. Just waiting for it to move from Texas. Yeah, so Breeze, where's Breeze going to? Because I know there's going to be a couple ships shifting around here soon. I'll have to look to see where that's going. Curtis Polk, howdy from Texas. Welcome in, Curtis.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I knew he was going to mention that. So Curtis has been commenting about your Beach Boys video. He is waiting on that video.
Yes.
He says, hey Ron, that Beach Boys video says hello.
Yes, I'm trying to get it out there, but
Joe Marie, stop.
I have to go through
That's my water.
boss to get it uploaded.
Guys, it's not the boss. It's that whole Android iPhone mix. Thank you. It's that whole, he did all of his videos. So guys, he took my GoPro. I showed him how to use it. He wanted to use it, but he never took it out the case. So I told him that the GoPro is guys, I do all of my videos on GoPro. People don't realize that. I get a lot of questions on that. I do it all through GoPro. And so I gave him my GoPro for this trip. He chose not to use it. So now everything's on his Android. So he started sending me a few of the couple second clips that he has.
Yes.
But the way they come, if you guys have someone that you share videos with that has a different type of phone, they come through really small. So I can't edit those because by the time I get them blown up, they look fuzzy. So I have to find out how to get them from his phone, or I'll have to download my editing software on his phone, which I don't know how that even works. And then just edit from his phone. We'll figure it out. We'll get it out there. I keep saying it, but we have to make that happen. Because Curtis keeps asking.
And Curtis, I appreciate your comment, but I will have to revise. I don't probably have 7 minutes of content. I might have to bring it down to about 3 minutes. But that 3 minutes is going to be the best content that a first-time YouTuber person has ever put out.
Okay.
I think, maybe. But a good 3 minutes.
Okay. Portia says, I've been skeptical to sail on MSC. Yeah, guys, there are a lot of mixed reviews on MSC. I can tell you that my experience doesn't typically match, or our experience doesn't really match some of those bad reviews. You just have to go in with a different lens. It's not going to be Carnival. It's not going to be Royal. It's going to be a very laid back sailing. They have fun activities, but just not as fun as, or I guess I'm not even going to say not as fun. A different type of fun, not as frequent as like you would find on Carnival. So you just have to go in with a different lens. The food, I thought the food overall was good.
Yes.
I felt like the food on MSC was better than Carnival's overall, but MSC just doesn't have a lot of casual dining options. So they don't have any, let me just say that. They don't have any casual dining options. Yeah. All you have is the buffet and the dining room. Yes. And then if you want anything different, you're paying for specialty dining. So that's my only caveat with MSC. But the price you pay, like, it's worth adding on the specialty dining package. It's almost like they lowered the prices so low that you adding on the specialty dining package, it's going to be the same price you're going to pay for a Carnival cruise. Plus, MSC gives you Wi-Fi and drinks and things like that. So keep that in mind. I'm not calling any names, but a couple of us have a birthday next week. Yes, we do have a couple birthdays next week. Birthday?
Like Dad's birthday?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I do have a birthday.
He does have a birthday next week.
Kind of forgot about it because my family won't be here with me.
So, guys, Ron was originally booked on the Celebration with us. His birthday is next week when we're on Celebration. But, guys, he's a workaholic. He wants to get home. It's you can work from a cruise ship, but it's more challenging. So, yes. Ron works from home. You just don't have that same... You can't really connect the way that you might need to connect for work when you're on a cruise ship. So that's why he just doing 2 weeks away before going home was just a lot. So he decided to cancel off the Carnival Celebration. So he was booked and it was for his birthday, but he canceled out to work.
Yep, that's the story.
He's better than me. Let's see. Shari says, I agree. I've seen too many bad reviews about MSC. There are some bad reviews out there, and I'm not negating anyone else's experience because some of those are factual. I had a client recently to cruise, yes, and I know her experience wasn't what mine was due to just the customer service. I think there's some cultural differences there. Mm-hmm. Just the way they responded with some things. The delay in getting on the ship. So I do know that there are some bad reviews, and some of those are legit bad reviews, but there's also bad reviews on Carnival. There's also bad reviews on Royal. They are there. I just feel like right now MSC is kind of at the forefront for everyone because they're still kind of new over here in the US. Yes. That they're getting a lot of attention, but those reviews exist for other cruise lines as well. Kelly Angel Tony, welcome in. Says, I will be on MSC Seascape during Thanksgiving. Will you enjoy MSC Seascape? That's a beautiful ship. I was actually invited. It was my first media event this past December. Was invited as media to attend the, what you call it? I guess the preview of MSC Seascape when it was in New York, when it first sailed there. So it was a one-day event that I was invited to. So I do have a tour of MSC Seascape on it, but it's a beautiful ship, so enjoy that. Are you at the Venetia naming in New York? Not right now. I'm on the wait list on How We Cruise for Venetia naming, but I honestly haven't heard anything. Have you heard anything about the naming ceremony? I have made contact with someone, and it sounds like the list is full, but we are on a wait list. So, but I haven't heard anything else. Like, I haven't seen anyone post about the naming ceremony, but if you've heard anything, let me know. Victor says, I just got back from my first MSC cruise on the Meraviglia a few weeks ago. I was pleasantly surprised. Not bad at all. Exactly. So it's not bad at all. So yes, I'm glad you enjoyed your time. And then right there with you, you love the term bookmark. Yeah, it's a bookmark. Happy retirement. Not quite retirement, but we'll see. We'll see. Miss Bree Brizzle, welcome in. Hello there. Terry says, good luck with your career transitions. Thank you. Everyday getaways. Did you switch rooms with the boys? You want to talk about that?
No, we not switch rooms, even though the thought floated around in my mind for a couple of hours, but we decided against it. So we're going to let them enjoy this. But
Yes.
moving forward, that will never happen again.
So I think this cabin, so Ron has been working from this cabin. We typically get a balcony, or we have been getting a balcony. So we'll, yeah, he's been working from here, but whenever we sail on any ship that has this, he's going to want this now. So we'll have to book early to try to get those. Kelly Angel Tony says Android videos to iPhones won't work due to the pixel, very blurry. That's exactly what's happening. So guys, I've made every attempt to try to get this this video together for him, but it's a challenge. So I'll probably have to add my editing software on his phone and then just edit from his phone. Alicia says we're going on MSC Meraviglia in July. Looking forward to it. You enjoy that. GGT, what are the casinos like on MSC? Small, medium, large space, tight or loose slots, active table games. The casino was kind of small on MSC Meraviglia, and the slots were very tight. I only played a short time, but I didn't even, normally you can put in money and you'll start getting, some return. I didn't get anything, like nothing.
How much money did you put in?
I'm not going to talk about that. But just know it didn't give me any money. It didn't give me any money back. But when I was on MSC Divina, I was able to play. The slots were very loose on MSC Divina. Like I played for hours and walked away. I think I probably broke even, but I did enough to where I got a casino offer for MSC. And they have it to where they have different tiers and you get discounts on your next cruise. So I played enough in the casino, didn't lose anything, and I got 50% off my next cruise. So, yeah, but the MSC Meraviglia, it didn't work. I don't really do table games. They didn't have a whole lot that I could see. I don't know how active they were.
Now, when you say broke even, what exactly does broke even mean?
It means I broke even, just then.
Like
that means I walked away with what I went in with, right, guys?
So you went in with 20 and you came back out with 20?
20. We're going to move on.
Yep.
Curtis says, Ron, those 3 minutes will be musically fantastic.
Yes.
That's a good way to put it. He says, happy birthday. Thank you so much. Shari, I feel like I'm saying that wrong, says, no work on your birthday. Tell him. He will work on, guys, I'm telling you, my birthday comes, I don't cook, I don't clean, I don't do anything.
Yeah.
Like, that's my day.
It is.
He doesn't operate that way. Game Changer says MSC started with discouraging reviews, but to meet the beautiful family. Yes, we're excited to meet you. So thanks for booking with us. Yeah, we're super excited for that. But yeah, I think the reviews are turning because, I feel like those reviews and the feedback and surveys into consideration, and that's always a good thing. A lot of times these cruise lines, you fill out the survey at the end, and I don't know if it ever makes a difference. It does acknowledge those crew members that should get recognition, but I don't know if it's ever made a difference. And I do think that maybe MSC is looking at those things to make things better. Gigi says that's the goal, get a good casino offer. Yeah, casino offers that's where it's at. Yeah, I know some people that cruise on nothing but free casino offers or cheap casino deals, and that's the best way to cruise. So, all right, do you guys have any questions about Carnival Sunrise? We are going to get off in about 10 minutes to prepare for dinner. We have 6 o'clock dinner.
Did we have any tips and tricks or what
for Carnival Sunrise? I feel like I've shared a lot about Carnival Sunrise. I don't know. Any tips and tricks you guys can think of? The kids are just looking at us.
No, we're not.
Dennis said, did you guys take over the Ocean View room? We take it over when we want to take it over. So right now we're in our live stream from here. Yes. Ron is working from here. But the boys are Dyson is literally right behind the camera, laying in the bed. So it's their room.
Yes.
Typically they get an interior cabin. But because the price was right on this, we decided to do this, and this is their cabin, but we might sleep over in it.
Yes. Because we know they're going to miss us.
I'll sleep in the pull-out bed.
So you guys, if you have any questions about Carnival Sunrise, MSC, so far, our experience on board has been really good. Cruise director, her name is Georgia. She's pretty
Yes.
hype. Love her energy. And like yesterday after Drew did his move on the dance floor, she went over and was talking with him for a little bit. But yeah, the crew's been pretty good.
And they had another event where person with disabilities kind of shined, and they were everyone embraced that person,
Yeah.
so it was kind of cool.
Yeah, so that's one thing that I love. I would say in cruising in general, that's why I love it so much, is that it's, we say it, so we love that, and I feel like Carnival really embraces differences, disabilities, all of that. So I really love that, and it's just that whole vibe, seeing everybody like on the Lido deck.
Do we have any? Are we still alive?
Yeah, we're still live.
And what about the comedian tonight?
Oh
Embracing-
yeah, so the comedian tonight, I don't have his name right now,
We'll get his name.
but he has cerebral palsy, and I heard he was really good. So our family went to see him at the Late Show last night when we were asleep, and they said he was really good. So we're going to go see him tonight. So I just love that we embrace differences and embrace disabilities. So
Yes.
that's one of the reasons carnivals are. I feel like out of all cruise lines, they do it more than any other cruise line, and I honestly think that's why we choose Carnival as like one of our favorite cruise lines, or our favorite, I should say. A couple more questions. Mike Ariana says, what ports are you guys going to? So tomorrow we'll be in Ocho Rios, Jamaica, and then we'll be in Grand Cayman the next day. So we have some adventures for those two ports. When we get off this ship, when we go on Celebration, we're doing the itinerary that's going to San Juan, St. Thomas, which is my favorite island, and what's the MSC dates? It's actually July 4th through July 7th. So July 4th through July 7th. If you see a flyer on our Instagram or Facebook page, the pricing is accurate. It's still accurate for 2 guests. The deposit has changed. The deposit is $198. It is refundable. So if you change your mind, it's refundable until April 4th. Does Drew miss going to the Teens Club? Yes, he does.
Yes.
And I kind of talked about this at the start of this live stream. So we've only been on board for a day now, and you can just tell, like, part of that is that transition between being a teen and being an adult, trying to find your place. And so he's been like trying to find his place, and so he's just kind of been hanging out on the Lido deck. He's been, hanging with us, but it's just not the same. And so we just have to find activities and things that he likes to do. And so that's going to be kind of a struggle. But we did go to guest services, and we asked them if they ever make exceptions for individuals with disabilities to still participate, especially when you're a certain age, but your mentality, your intellect, things like that are not at that level. Like, is it possible to still participate? I get the whole he's 18, he's an adult, because I know that would bring some controversy, but I think that there should be some sort of exception, or not even necessarily exception. Maybe there's a program that could be created for those individuals, like Special Olympics. Like, we're big on Special Olympics.
Yes,
Could
we
there
are.
be like a kids club for adults with special needs, or adults that,
But I don't know if the populace is that big on every cruise.
I don't know.
Yes.
I believe we all have some sort of special needs, but
Yeah, I know.
I
do.
think there'd be interest there. But do they have the Alchemy Bar? Yes, they do.
Yes.
They do have the Alchemy Bar. My favorite drink at the Alchemy Bar is oh my gosh, my sister had me on it. It'll come to me. What is it called? I don't know. But yes,
Alchemy Bar?
there is an Alchemy Bar on board. I'll have to let you guys know what my favorite drink is at the Alchemy Bar. Have you booked the Venecia? Yes, we are booked, and we are sailing on Venecia in 2 weeks. We are going to be on that U.S. inaugural sailing out of New York. So 4-day sailing, going to Bermuda. It'll be just myself and Dyson. Mom's son trip. We already took a mom son's trip, but Drew and I actually have a surprise mom and son's trip this month as well.
Oh, where you
Is
guys
it month? What month is this?
This is
May?
May.
In June. In June, Drew and I have a surprise mom and son's trip. I'm not going to announce that cruise. You guys will just find out. So Dice and I are taking another one, only because Ron has to work, and then the other two have some other obligations for that week. We were scheduled as a whole family, but we're already booked on Venecia, and we'll be on board for that. So we're excited for that. Pre-T Girl says, when cruising with your kids, do you prefer an ocean view room for everyone or a balcony? Are you concerned about safety? So, not concerned about safety for our kids. I think they've done it enough. When we first started cruising, we were very concerned.
Yes.
We weren't sure what to expect. I had a rule to where they could not be on an open deck at night.
Mm-hmm.
So we kind of let them have that freedom once they were like, 13?
Mm-hmm.
So the boys, like, once they were 13, they were able to kind of, roam around together. Like, they had to stay together, or they'd have to be in their teens club. But I had a rule to where they could not ever, you can't even cross over, the deck, the Lido deck, to get to the buffet. You need to go through deck 7 or whatever and go up in the elevator, because I don't want them on an open deck at night. That was just my rule, my paranoia, but they weren't allowed to do that. I do get the chat feature so that they can chat. They know they have to check in every hour or two. I need to physically see them. So they'll go off to their teens clubs and do activities, and it needs to be a constant checking in. And if I message you and you don't message back, we have a problem. So they know that, and they pretty much have abided by that.
There's one person that hasn't abided by that. He's 18 now, but that's okay.
Oh.
And we had one issue, I remember the first time he didn't check in, and we found him on the Lido deck in a Congo line.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
it's all good.
And that was one of our first cruises. Drew was supposed to stay in the teens club. He wandered off. We had to get security involved. And security, they went looking for him. We went looking for him. And it was during a mega deck party.
Mm-hmm.
And we're all on the deck trying to find him. And he was leading that was before our vlog, before we started vlogging.
Mm-hmm.
So that would have been perfect on camera. But he was leading the Congo line. So we have certain parameters in place, but as far as cabins, we I have a rule, they're allowed to go on the balcony. Our kids don't do a whole lot of playing, some kids will get out there flipping and playing and pushing, and our kids just aren't. I think they've kind of outgrown those stages, so we don't have that worry of them out there horse playing around and something happening. They know when they're on the balcony, they need to be, get out there, sit down. You're not looking over the edge. But they don't ever have their own balcony. Which is one of the reasons why we haven't swapped our cabins.
Yes.
Because we just have that secure, just knowing that they don't have their own balcony that they can access. Although there's a whole bunch of open decks, if they, so we have those types of things in place. They do have a curfew at night. I think when we first started cruising, it was maybe 10 o'clock, and it's gradually gotten up there. So now their curfew is midnight.
But to answer your question,
that is her question.
No,
about safety.
Her question was, what type of cabins do we get?
Oh, yeah.
Usually we try to get them interior cabins right across from us.
Yes.
But sometimes that changes, and
so they'll never have their own balcony.
yes.
Right, and we don't really do ocean views much.
We will now.
This ocean view, yes, but we typically have not done ocean views.
And we have done interiors with all 5 of us in there. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, interior and ocean view. And I have a video of us, Carnival Elation, if you check out that series, all 5 of us, we were in the same cabin. But yeah, so they typically the boys will have their own. Jo Marie does not. She stays with us at all times. But they know the rules to check in, and then at midnight, when their curfew is, they need to be at my door at midnight, not walking from wherever they're coming. They need to be there at. Dyson's looking at me. Because I will come out looking however I'm looking and go find them. And they don't want that. Right? He's looking at me. Because, yeah. They come check in with us before they go to their cabin. And then even once they get in their cabin, they need to message me or whatever. Or we see them go into their cabin. But, yeah, we have all kinds of things in place for them to make sure they're safe. But Jo Marie's still with us. She's not allowed to ever roam the ship by herself, period. And guys, honestly, there's sometimes you'll see little girls and kids her age roaming the ship. I don't advise of that ever, because
you can get turned around and lost.
Yeah, you can get turned around, you can get lost, and my kids think I'm so extreme, but you can get snatched. And they're all gonna look at me like I'm extreme. But guys, I'm sorry, there are still people out there that do things they shouldn't do. And so we don't ever want to put our kids in a situation to where that could happen. So if you have a young kid, don't let them just roam, because I see kids up and down the halls all the time without a parent. Not judging, but it's just not safe. And guys, the school administrator in me, school principal, whatever, like, I'll be that one walking your kid to guest services because they're just wandering. Or, I'm that one that if there's a group of teens in the hallway making noise, I'm gonna come out and say something. It's just in my nature. Let's see. Game Changer says, Tom says, nice, I'll be sure to watch. I'm booked on Venecia for November. Yes, have fun on Venecia in November. It's going to be a beautiful ship. We've been watching some videos and looking at pictures, so super excited for it. Game Changer says, children life transition is sometimes a challenge. My daughters went their way and I was good. Now they're back in my business and I can't get rid of them. I know that's right. So yeah, we're through that stage now where she, 18, grown, but, still needs support. So,
yeah.
Does MSC have a chat feature as well? Yes. Dyson, did MSC have a chat feature?
Dyson.
Yes, his headphones. And Dice. Drew, did MSC have a chat feature? A chat feature on the app? But it didn't work well, did it? Yes, so they did have one, but it didn't work well. So we, how did we communicate on MSC? They did have it, but it didn't always come through. It didn't sync through timely. So there was a time actually where I think I went looking for Dyson because I had messaged him something and he didn't respond back within like 15 minutes. And so I went looking for him. And then I had to actually see his phone because he was like, Mom, I never got your message. And he didn't. So it was not the best.
Yes. But
yes.
we had issues with their Wi-Fi, but Dyson was always at the basketball.
So we knew where to find him. Yeah. Champagne says y'all are good parents. We try. We appreciate that, but we
Thank
try.
you.
It's rough. It's rough. It's rough. Is it harder to stay in an interior room because of no windows? I have no problem staying in an interior cabin because honestly, we don't spend much time in the cabin at all. Like I'm typically out on an open deck somewhere or a public area. So we literally, this is our first time, well, besides Ron. Ron works from the ship sometimes. I work from the ship too, but I tend to like to do that from like a place where it's public. So I'm working, you might see me with my iPad or laptop.
And this ship doesn't have a library. So usually I would tend to go to a library and work, but this ship doesn't have that. But I did like the window, so it made me feel like I had more space. But no, I wouldn't mind staying in the interior.
It's a lot cheaper. It saves money. You can cruise more. You get your best sleep in an interior cabin, I feel. And honestly, when we get on Carnival Celebration, it'll be me and the 3 kids in an interior cabin. So the last Carnival Celebration cruise, we had an ocean view. This time we have an interior because I downgraded to save money. So we'll be in an interior. So I'll have to show that to you guys. But no, it's not hard for us at all. But if you are claustrophobic, I've heard of people that just need to be able to see outside. If you feel like you're going to get, anxious about being there without a window, I would definitely say get a window. You're such great role models and you have awesome kids. Thank you, Dennis. We appreciate it. Shari says, I agree. Ship or land, you are still following rules. Too much can happen. Yeah, and actually we were talking about rules. We just had a conversation with Drew yesterday about we might have to recalibrate our rules for him. Because for instance, the midnight curfew that we've had was only based on them being in the teens club. So the teens clubs will operate till 1 a.m., which 1 a.m. is out the question. There's no reason for them to be out. I mean, honestly, even midnight, we kind of question whether, but they would sometimes have dance parties and games. But it's at this time with Andrew, it's there's no reason for him to be out past midnight unless he's with us. So where Ron had mentioned that he didn't think it was necessarily fair because Dyson could stay out till midnight, but he's also part of a teens club where it's organized and it's structured and that's where he has to be. Whereas if we tell Andrew he's out till midnight, what is he doing until midnight?
Yes.
We don't want him just roaming the ship or on an open deck or strangers approaching him. So his curfew, which again, some would say, is it fair? But his curfew might be 10:30 because by the time we go to bed, we need to know that he's in place, unless he's hanging with his brother. So we got to really work on that. But Couple more minutes. We got to get ready to get out here for dinner. But let's see. Mike and Rihanna says, how's the Wi-Fi on the ship? Is Starlink on the ship? I do think Starlink is on the ship. I was trying to figure out what this modem was. It seems like each cabin has a modem, and I'm guessing that's the Starlink. The Wi-Fi has been good.
Yes, have had no problems.
No problem.
A couple of video calls to India and the Philippines today, and have not had an issue.
Yeah. This has probably been the best Wi-Fi that I've had on a ship, because I'm live on YouTube, and a lot of times that doesn't work. I've been able to upload videos, which that doesn't usually work. And my sister actually got the social media package, which is the lowest tier. And guys, she's able to do more than just social. So I don't know if that trick always works, but she booked the social. I did the premium, and it seems like we have the same access. So I don't know if they're still working out kinks on that, but she's able to stream. She's able to get on email. And typically with social package, you're only supposed to get on Facebook, Instagram, Messenger, or whatever. But she can do video calls and things, which I didn't think you were supposed to. So we'll see. We got a balcony for the first time on the horizon. We stayed in the room most of the time, and I loved it. But that's the downside of balconies to me. Yeah, so if you're going to get a balcony, you definitely have to make sure that you're going to use it. Like, there's no reason to get a balcony if you're never going to sit on it, or if you don't spend much time in the room.
Yes.
So something to consider.
I did like the balcony that we had when we took our Alaskan cruise. That I think was nice, but there was a lot of deck space too. So.
Yeah. So people will tell you for Alaska you need a balcony. We did Alaska last year. You didn't need it. I mean, some days we spent more time on the open decks than we did on our balcony. It's nice though whenever you want to do a quick, just get out and see nature, and you're in your PJs, you can put on a blanket or whatever and go out. That's nice, but the cost of a balcony for Alaska is 2 to 3 times higher than an interior. I actually just booked a client on an Alaskan cruise. Actually, she's on the ship now, and the price for the interior was crazy. It was right at $1,000, and the balcony would have been 3 or 4. So keep that in mind. Champagne says, what are your goals for MH Family Adventures business? That's a good question. So the goals. Our goal is so we have 2-part business thing, I guess, with YouTube or social media and our travel agency. My goal, honestly, for our travel agency is to hit, I have an aggressive goal of 600,000 in sales this year. Over that way. Thank you.
And then also the camera.
600,000 in sales for this year. A little more than 2/3 of the way there. That is an aggressive goal, but my ultimate goal is to hit at least $500,000 in sales. And then for YouTube, our goal.
You said it backwards.
What did I say?
You said
my aggressive goal. Did I say that right? Aggressive goal is 600,000, but my current goal, I'd be fine if we hit $500,000 in sales,
which is doable.
Which I think is attainable, and that would happen. And that's thanks to you guys, because honestly, YouTube is bringing me more clients than anything else. We just recently started even advertising that we have a travel agency, and since I've started doing that, it's insane how many clients I'm getting just from YouTube.
So thank you all.
Yeah, so thank you. We appreciate it. So that is the goal for that. I have another goal of trying to bring Andrew on as my first employee, to give him steady income, helping with certain things. So that's another goal. But then as far as MH Family Adventures, our goal is to, of course, we want to get to 10K. By the end of this year, we want to be at least 15K. And we just hope to continue to inspire families to cruise, travel, that kind of thing.
As a family.
But also, ideally, we would love to be sponsored. We would love to have, the opportunity to share more, talk more about cruising.
Or just traveling in general.
Just travel, and to be able to share more content that way. So we don't have solid goals, but those are, kind of what our goals are. What do you think you're eating tonight? I'm getting hungry again every time I watch you. I don't know, but we have to get ready to go because dinner is in 22 minutes. A couple others. We always get balconies, but maybe we should try inside. Yeah, try an inside one time. You'll probably like it, and you'll save money. I booked the Ocean View and can't wait because of the window seat. You booked this Ocean View? So this Ocean View is a scenic Ocean View. There is a window seat. The whole ledge is a window seat. But not every, well, I take that back. On Carnival, you're right. On Carnival, even their standard windows have that ledge. They do. Yes, I like that for storage. Renelda, welcome in. We're actually closing out, but thanks for stopping in. Alyssa says, oh, that's good info for Alaska. I usually like an Ocean View. Maybe I had heard you would be missing a lot by not having a balcony. You're going to be missing a lot of money if you have a balcony because you're going to get pretty much the same experience. You're just going to save some money. Champagne says, thank you. No, the window seat on MSC. Yes, on MSC. So yeah, MSC does have, they all kind of have that little ledge, that little window seat there. So yeah, so Game Changer says, much love, enjoy. Guys, I'm sorry to rush off, but I didn't realize what time it is. We have dinner at 6 o'clock. It's all the way across the other side of the ship. Need to get freshened up a little bit.
Of the small ship.
Yeah, the small ship. It's nice to be on a small ship when I know next week we're going to be on Celebration, which is really large. So, guys, we're going to go ahead and run. We might try to go live again tomorrow. We're in Jamaica. I don't know. We might go live from Jamaica. We'll see. So just make sure you have the notification bell on. If you are new to our channel, again, thanks for being here. Please consider subscribing. We're trying to get to 10K by the end of this year. But yeah, we're off to dinner with the family. So we're going to end this for now. But we'll probably live stream something else here soon. But guys, we'll see you later.
Thank you for your support.
Yep. Thank you. Thank you. We'll see you guys later.